This is Beast Release, and he started in Gillinor as a hardcore Iron Man. His journey is pretty simple. Kill every monster in old school RuneScape by release. He's following a spreadsheet we made from the RuneScape wiki, and he has no restrictions on quests, skills, diaries or items. The rest of the rules are in the video description. Hopefully this makes for an interesting journey, and I hope you all enjoy. In the last episode, we finally made it to the first goal on the account Elvarg, and if I'm being honest, it was a lot easier than expected. We unfortunately lost the hardcore status to a moss giant. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, there goes the hardcore status. We continue as an Iron Man. But with that done, we see the back of 2001 and we enter into 2002. It feels good to be into the second year, but things are only going to get harder from here on out. The last 3 episodes we've been working towards Elvarg, but now that's done, I need to set my sights on a new goal, and I have just the thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but we're going to call it BRM2, also known as Beast Release Milestone. This will be the focus for the next few episodes, but before we get anywhere near that, we have some monsters to kill and some quests to get done. So today we focus our attention to the 27th of February 2002. We saw the release of RuneScape membership for a small price of $5 or $45 for a whole year. In comparison with today's prices of $9 a month and $60 a year, that's not much of an increase over the past 20 years. We saw the release of Herbline, more fishing and numerous new quests, some of which we need to complete today to get past this date. More importantly though, we have 60 new monsters to kill, some of which are variants, for an example the 5 different zombies in the Intrana dungeon. Before we get started though, there are 2 monsters I need your opinion on, Sir Gawain and Sir Lancelot. These 2 were released today but can only be killed in the Night's Waves minigame that was released on the 24th of July 2007. The rest of the Knights were released on the 29th of March 2004. Now the earliest possible time I can kill the Knights would be the 28th of February 2005, as I need to complete one small favour to complete King's Ransom. My question to you is, do we move to the earliest date or the release date of the Night's Waves? My thought would be the earliest possible date, a bit like Slayer, but I'll work with the majority. Anyway, now that's out of the way, let's get to work. Right, I'm going to apologise straight off the bat. I am full of cold. It was my Christmas party on Saturday night and I am coming down with the most horrendous cold I've ever had. So the biggest foe we've got in this episode is the level 227 Black Dragon, but the main thing we're looking to complete is Hero's Quest. But before we get there, there's a few things I want to box off. For a little bit of housekeeping, I want to knock out 55 magic. That's going to come in massive down the line. I've been doing a load of fletching. We're currently at 52 just to make a bit of GP. And I've absolutely splashed that cash onto a load of magic runes. We're going to go use these magic runes at the Blue Dragons. And we want to work on 44 prayer to unlock that eagle eye. Before we get there though, we're going to open this easy casket. We got this in the last episode and I forgot to open it. So let's see what we get. Oh, Mosley Harmless and Morton teleports. Oh my god, you would not believe I met Santa. And look at this geezer here. A squirrel with a Santa hat. Anyway, the Christmas event is live. I haven't done it yet, but I will do it at some point soon. Yes, I am rocking the Amulet of Ghost Speak because I don't have any more amulets, but it's the best we've got to work from. I think we're going to try and get ourselves to 13 magic before we go down, so let's see if we can box that off. Hey, 13 magic done. Time to move to the Blue Dragons. So we have 5 different types of Blue Dragons to kill and 3,000 casts of Fire Strike. Let's see how close we can get to that 55 magic. There's Dragon 1 down. Right, that's Dragon number 2. We have killed Dragon number 4 as well, but for some reason my OBS hasn't picked up the recording, so it's the guy with the long horns. There's Dragon number 3 down. Right, Dragon number 4 is this guy over here. We need to find a way of getting over there, so I'll probably just hang around until we lose aggro and go kill him over there with a safe spot. And that should be, there we go, that's variant number 4 done, and all 5 Blue Dragons complete. Right, that's the first trip done and dusted. We've got 12 Dragon Bones from that one. And just like that, 44 magic, off the last cast as well. We didn't want to waste your time sitting for all that, but we ended up with 81 Dragon Bones, got some other odds and ends, and the Mithril Axe for animal magnetism when we get round to it in the future. Check me out. First teleport on the account. Right, it is time to start working on 44 prayer, and we have hopped into a free-to-play world to head up to the Chaos Altar. We aren't far off 37 at the moment, want to get to 44, so we've got about 80 bones, I think it was, we had in the bank, so let's see if we can get away without dying and get this 44 prayer boxed off. Right, that's the first invent done. We've squeezed out 41 prayer just from them bones, so we should have a decent amount of XP to get from this. That is trip number 2 done, and we are up to 43, nearly there. We are 597 XP off. There is 44 prayer done. There we go, that's all the bones done. We've finished up on 46 prayer, not bad at all. Right, I think it's about time we did some questing, and we need to get ourselves from 39 quest points that we're currently sat on to 59 so we can complete the Heroes quest. We have some stats we need to get, which are 53 cooking, 53 fishing, 25 herb lore, 31 crafting, and 25 thieving to complete the Heroes quest. We've got some quests lined up that will give us some fishing, herb and crafting XP, which should see us on our way, but there will be a bit of grinding we need to do to get there completely. We're just going to get 45 magic in the meantime though, so we can teleport over to Camelot, which will help moving around the map a lot quicker. With this cast, that should be it. There you go, 45 magic. We can now tele to Camelot. Right, so the first quest we're going to box off is Witch's House. We've got the 4 experiments on the spreadsheet. We need to get these guys killed. Let's go. There's experiment number 1 done. Experiment number 2. That should be experiment number 3. And there is experiment number 4 down. There's quest complete for Witch's House, and that gives us 41 hit points. Completed Murder Mystery for 16 crafting. Mistling Mystery for 17 crafting. And Dwarf Cannon for 19 crafting. We've just finished up with Jungle Potion, so next up is Dig Site for more Herb Lore XP, but first we need to box off the 25 thieving requirement. We met a cool guy building a level 3 skiller called Skiller Zion while working on the thieving, then got 25 thieving, and that's the requirement for the quest done. This has always been the quest that I hate doing. I just hate the sheer amount of running around you have to do. It really bothers me. That should be it. There it is, quest complete. And that's given us 51 mining and 19 herb lore. So it's Christmas Day, and yes, I'm playing RuneScape on my laptop. I'm only AFK though. I'm just trying to work on the 53 cooking and fishing requirement for the Heroes quest. There should be 53 fishing, and we hit 53 cooking, but I didn't catch the level as usual. Right, we've got 2 more skill requirements for the Heroes quest. One of them is Herb Lore, and we're going to start killing the Chaos Druids from the spreadsheet. So I've just bought the Mithril skin back. We're going to head over to the Edgefield dungeon and see if we can get enough XP banked. That's the first Chaos Druid. We can box him off the spreadsheet now. We just landed ourselves a looting bag. It's not something I even thought of, but that'll speed up trips a lot. We've just been able to take 2 invents instead of 1. That's the first inventory of herbs done. There's a few more that we collected throughout killing things, but I don't think that's enough to get us to 25, so we're going to go back for another invent. Right, that's the second invent done. Again, I don't know if it's going to make it to 25, but we're going to give it a go. Let's see what we can get. Right, we need to get some unicorn horns, I think, for anti-poisons. I'm not too sure, but we're going to start hunting the secondaries. There's 24 unicorn horns collected. Now let's get some limpwork roots. Look at the state of my gear. I mean, if you saw him in the wilderness, you wouldn't even bother going near him. Didn't have a recorder on, but we just landed our first giant key. Wow, literally, maybe 4 or 5 kills later, got a second giant key. I've given up on the limpwork routes. We've been down there about 2 hours, and I think we've banked about 8, so we're just going to go grab some vials and let's start the herb lore training. Let's see how close we are. Right, we managed to get to 22 herb lore, so we can now start using the Harlanders as well. So we'll get these out and get these cleaned. Start making some stat restore potions, because we can get the red spider eggs quite easily. Right, we have come back to the Chaos Druids, and I'm going to sit here till I'm 40 attack. So that should bank us enough herb lore XP to get to level 25. So I'll see you at 40 attack. Right, there's 40 attack. Let's go see if we can get this 25 herb lore. I've just realised I'm 51 combat now as well. It seems to have flown up now. I've started doing a bit of melee training. 24 herb lore. And there it is, 25 herb lore done. We have 1 more requirement for Heroes quest, but for now, we're done with herb lore. So I think it's time to go and kill some monsters. We've done enough skilling for now. We've got 31 crafting left to box off today, but we're going to worry about that one later on. We're going to head into the wilderness and box off some monsters from the spreadsheet. So looking at the spreadsheet, we've made a few little adjustments, as you can see, and we've added in a few areas of monsters that we need to kill. There's a fair lot to do, to be fair, from this date, so we're going to dive in now and go and box some of them wilderness boys off. Now the wilderness is completed, barring the fog in the edge dungeon. We can gear up and start to kill the rest of the monsters on the list. We're heading over to Tavari first, as we have the druid there, and then we're heading down to the Tavari dungeon, as we have 11 monsters to kill there. There's the druid down. There's the suit of armour. We had to go back to Fally for anti-poisons, as we're probably going to need them for the poison scorpion and poison spider. Giant bat killed, and we got the backbones for Merlin's crystal. The magic axe done. The poison scorpion done, and the dreaded 70 agility drailer is killed. That could have saved me some time. Dusty key obtained, all 3 variants of the baby blue dragons killed, and finally, after 6 long minutes, we finally killed the black demon. We got the kill on the 122 hellhound, but I forgot to get my recording on the poison spider, so we'll have to do that one when we come back. Next up was White Wolf Mountain, and we had 4 wolves up here to kill. Level 25 White Wolf is down. There's a level 38 White Wolf. Just about caught the back of that, but there's the big wolf down. And there is the level 25 wolf down. We finished off by killing the guard dog over at MacGruber's Wood. So, a bit another little conundrum. We have got a giant bat in here that should be at Sven's cave. I can't get access to Sven's cave. I'm just getting told I'm shoveling snow. The only way I can get an access is through the Olaf's quest, which I could probably get done after the Fremenic trials on the 2nd of November 2004. For now, I'm just going to move the bat to the 10th of April 2007, when Olaf's quest came out. Time to head into Broomhaven. We've got 2 monsters to kill here, the Pirate Guard and the Pirate. There's the level 19 Pirate Guard down, and there is the level 23 Pirate. Time to start the next quest, Merlin's Crystal. We have a handful of monsters to kill in this quest, so let's get going. This one should box off the level 37 Renegade Knight. There he is, dead. And talking about dead, here is Sir Mordred. He is the next monster to kill. For some reason he has that huge sword and he's just whacking me with a shield. There's Sir Mordred down. I think this counts as killing Frantax or whatever you call him, but yeah, you don't get to attack him, he just disappears, so I suspect that's job done. And this should be quest completed. There it is, Merlin's Crystal done, 6 quest points, that now should be enough. Yes, it is enough points to complete Hero's Quest. Right, time to box off that 31 crafting requirement for Lost City. Just going to run flax and use them on the spinning wheel just to make bowstrings. It'll help us out later on with the fletching and make us a bit of GP as well. 25 crafting coming in. And there it is, 31 crafting. Got about 700 of the bowstrings from that. Let's do Lost City. There's the quest started. We've got 5 variants of zombie to kill down in the Entrana dungeon. There's number 1. There's number 2. There's number 3. There's number 4. And there's number 5. That's the tree spirit from Lost City down. And that is Lost City complete. Just after finishing up, we boxed off the otherworldly being as well, just to tick it off the spreadsheet. So this is the part I've been dreading, the 5 variants of the Red Dragon. I need some more crossbow bolts, so we're just going to sit here and mine about 100 iron ore so we can turn them into steel bolts. That should be about 100 iron ores complete. There's 113 steel bars. And with that last bar, there's 1,130 steel bolts made. We are at the Brimhaven dungeon. How this is going to go, I do not know. But here we go. That should be the first kill. There it is. Red Dragon's down. These are taking so long. My OBS crashed again. It keeps doing this, but I did get the second kill, as you can probably see from the bones in the inventory. Right, OBS has crashed again. I have killed all 5. It took me the best part of 2 hours, so you're just going to have to please take my word on that one. It's 2 AM and I can't do it again. Just so you can see it, there is the 5 red dragons on the loot tracker as well. Right, 7 more monsters to kill. 3 of them are outside the heroes quest, so we're going to go get some more feathers for bolts. That should be it. The level 10 Fug done. Now to head over to the Cavalry dungeon for the Poison Spider and the Black Dragon. There's the Poison Spider for the second time. Right, here we go. The highest level monster from this day. Let's get this Black Dragon down and see how long it takes. That actually wasn't too bad. Not too long, about 7 or 8 minutes it took to get it down. But there is the Black Dragon complete. Time to move on to Heroes Quest. Right, last thing on our list is to box off Legends Quest, so let's go and collect a few items we need. First, we need to head to the Champions Guild. Right, that's the Black Full Helm and Black Plate Legs bought. And there is the Black Plate Body. We've got all the items we need. We just need a Harlander potion unfinished, so we're going to have to head back to the Chaos Druids and grab one of them whilst we're there. There's our Harlander obtained. Just need to make the potion, and that should be every item for the quest obtained. Time to go get it started. Right, that's our Lava Eels cooked. Right, we've just asked Egberts to come in and help us. Just some guy from the Shield of Arav clan chat. He's going to kill Grip. I'll get the keys, and then I can go get the statue things for the rest of the quest. That should be it. There you go. There's the Thieves Armband completed now. On to, I think it's the Ice Gloves. Oh, just got 26 Herbline as well from a little genie random event. Right, back into the Ice Dungeon for the second time. Not forget to kill the spider whilst we're down here on this one. There's the level 61 Ice Spider down. There it is, Ice Queen down. Should get my Ice Gloves now. There we go. There's the Firebird down, and that should give me the feather. Give him the items. And there you have it. Heroes Quest is completed. 61 quest points. Access to the Heroes Guild. And that's 34 defense, 27 herb lore, 14 fire making. Job done. There it is, the 27th of February 2002 is boxed off, finishing off with Heroes Quest. If we have a quick look at the spreadsheet real quick, as you can see, every monster is in green, barring Grip. It's the one we couldn't kill because he's part of the Heroes Quest, and you need to be part of the Phoenix gang to do that part, so it's something we can't do, so we've just readied him out. It's one we can't. If there is a way we'll box it off, we will do. Everything's been done, the Red Dragons, the Black Dragon, everything else in between. We've got some good monsters now to kill for some upgrades, so we'll be focusing on that probably in the next couple of episodes. So that is it, another date down and boxed off. We're moving on to the next one, and it should be a decent one, this one. We're moving closer to the BRM2. Just wanted to say a quick thank you for all the support on YouTube this year. It's been my first year doing this, and I think I've come on leaps and bounds with my editing and stuff, so give myself a little pat on the back for that one. But we're on the push for 1,000 subscribers. If you aren't already, don't forget to hit that sub button, and I will see you in the next episode, which hopefully won't take as long as this one did. Peace.